Do you need something made to order,
Built from scratch?
made to your specs, and made in America?
Then it's time
To create something amazing.
This is Create Something Amazing, the podcast.
Hey, it's Sneller, creator of super cool custom promotional packaging and unique marketing materials. Ready to hit you with Season 3, Episode 5 of Create Something Amazing, the podcast. And hard to believe it's already been several months since our last episode, but time truly does fly when you're having fun, and being self-employed has always been my dream and what I love, and hopefully the passion shows. So let's get started. Sticking with our fast-paced format of something old and something new, again, we're going to go in the Wayback Machine about 15, 20 years ago when a very popular St. Louis restaurant called St. Louis Bread Company changed their name, and they changed it to something that everyone is familiar with now, which is Panera. And Panera, of course, St. Louis Bread Company had already been a regional restaurant, but when they changed it to Panera, they really expanded nationwide, and they also came out with a new delivery service called Via Panera. And as you know from our past episodes, when somebody needs something new, needs to wow their audience, grab attention, they contact Sneller. So what we came up with to announce this Via Panera delivery service was a couple of different lunchboxes that talked about their new service, their new delivery service, and it had to be colorful, memorable, kind of a retro theme, something nostalgic to bring back the fun, happy thoughts of taking your lunch, like what? Taking your lunch to school, bringing your lunch somewhere, having your lunch delivered. So we came up with a couple of different interesting lunchboxes. One was a bright red plastic, and the other one was a metal tin box. And we stickered these things inside and outside lid with full color stickers. The literature was printed and placed into little sandwich baggies, and we even labeled or stickered a thermos. So these retro, you gotta check out YouTube, Vimeo, all my social media posts for a picture of how cool these kits turned out. Really, really memorable and impactful. And still sticking with something old, again, about 20 years ago here in St. Louis, one of my other favorite advertising agency customers came to me with a sales kit challenge. So their company, their customer, I should say, is called Hayward Pools, and their products make the pool water clean and bright blue and beautiful. And as such, the print materials, the manuals, the literature, the sales kit that we created had to look like gorgeous, crystal clear blue pool water. And so the printing resolution, the graphics, the colors, everything had to truly pop on this kit. So we did this beautiful paperboard kit. There's a lot of reference materials here. There's a lot of printing, a lot of literature. So we did a whole series of things. First of all, a tote box that held all of the components together. Inside the tote box was a 3-ring binder, a DVD, a 2-pocket DVD cover, matching index tab dividers or index tabs, and all kinds of other goodies that went with this thing too. And when placed together in this set, the water, just the reflection on the water was just absolutely gorgeous. Again, check out my pictures, but you're going to love to see this sales kit. And I do all kinds of sales kits, and as you can tell from my Wayback examples, advertising agencies and graphic designers absolutely love me because they know they can trust Sneller to create something truly out of this world. Lastly, one more in the Wayback Machine, again working with one of my favorite advertising agencies here in St. Louis. This challenge, this customer of theirs was called Rotella Tea, industrial, manufacturing, automotive type related customer, and they wanted something really macho and strong and heavy and a presentation piece, a sales tool, but they didn't want a binder. Oftentimes advertising agencies and customers in general, they want the functionality of a 3-ring binder, the ability to change out pages in a reference manual whenever they want so it's not permanently bound. That's the beauty of a binder that opens and closes, but they think binders are ugly, old-fashioned, not cool enough. So when I'm hit with that challenge, aside from working with different raw materials, and in this case we used a custom made in the USA aluminum manufacturing capability that I do all the time. I make boxes and binders and 2-piece cover sets and all kinds of things out of aluminum. Anyway, we also work with aluminum screw posts. An aluminum screw post is a much more, it's not even innovative because it isn't any newer than ring metals. It's just different looking. It's funky, it's industrial, it's cool looking. And so these aluminum screw posts come in any length you can think of. And just like a ring metal, they allow you to add and subtract printed pages from a reference manual. They're a little clunky because you put them in one at a time, literally with a screwdriver, but they also give you a lot of great flexibility. So I created these, as mentioned, aluminum 2-piece cover sets hinged on the front cover with these aluminum screw posts. Really, really cool. And then we also laser engraved the logo on the front cover. And laser engraving, as you probably know, is a process that just removes, with a laser, it etches or removes a part of the material, leaving a color-on-color effect. So these aluminum or silver-looking two-piece covers engraved away also like tone-on-tone silver. Rotelity, check it out, Vimeo, YouTube, and all social media. Fast forward to about 2019, 2020, and I've had this great long-standing relationship with a company called BASF. And I've done all kinds of marketing materials, marketing kits, product launch kits, point of purchase display type things, packaging, you name it. And anything with their logo on it, I produced for BASF, including these really beautiful reference materials that are my favorite way to make a really cool package, which is a magnetic flap handmade box with a special compartment to hold the literature. We printed these beautiful full-color pocket folders to go inside of this full-color printed box. And then we did custom logoed flash drives to hold additional reference materials. And again, not everybody wants something printed on a piece of paper, so you've got it digital in your flash drive, stick in your computer, and bingo, good to go. Again, check out my pictures here. I did a whole series of kits for BASF, really beautiful marketing pieces and product launch kits. And lastly, sticking in pretty recent, present day, 2020-ish, I did a really cool employee gift for Holiday Inn Club Vacations. And Holiday Inn is a brand that I grew up with. Boy, it was so exciting to stay in a Holiday Inn hotel. And even though this is their vacation club, anything related to Holiday Inn brings back great feelings of nostalgia for me. So the Holiday Inn Club Vacations has come to me for a number of really cool projects, including these 10-year employee gifts. So when you worked for the company for 10 years, they had a big convention, a big meeting, a big thank you presentation to these employees, and they wanted to give them something memorable. So I'm sure a trip was involved, but also at the event they were given a high-end pair of headphones, and they wanted to mount these headphones in some gift packaging that truly was memorable. So we kind of worked off of the concept that we talked about many episodes ago that I did for JBL, kind of a similar thing with a clear acrylic lift-off lid and a custom display stand that held the headphones. All of that is sort of what we did in the past, but these are really, really beautiful, maybe in some ways prettier than what I did for JBL. We have a way of working with various materials. These stands are made out of wood. We also utilize acrylic and digital printing and full color graphics and created these two different versions of this 10-year employee award. Super, super colorful, logos all over the place. And also we personalize these things. So it's, dear Jeff Snell and dear Brendan Shanahan, their names were literally on these trophies or these displays or these gifts. This is something that you've got to take time to check out on my social media, Vimeo, YouTube. Really, really beautiful piece for the employees of Holiday Inn Club Vacations. And this is going to mark the end of Season 3, Episode 5 of Create Something Amazing, the podcast with a Sneller, Jeff Snell, JT Snell. Ready to create something amazing, innovative, memorable, awe-inspiring? Check out snellercreative.com, or for promotional products, snellercreativepromotions.com. Money never sleeps, pal.
Thank you for listening to Create Something Amazing, the podcast. If it's time for your business to create something amazing, go to snellercreative.com. Always unique, always made in the USA. For more episodes, remember to like, share, and subscribe. Create Something Amazing, a Sneller Creative podcast.